I have a question. How good are you at asking for help? How bad are you at asking for help? I just got off a call with a senior executive who has lost 4 members of his team. And he's doing what most people do in situations is he's pulling up the drawbridge and scrambling to cover bases. And I was asking him, well, how's that going to impact the business? And he said, well, I need to communicate out that certain things are going to be delayed and certain initiatives won't happen to expectation. And I said, well, okay, that is a strategy, but of everything that you do, what else can other departments support you with? Can they help you in terms of collecting data? Can they help you in terms of some of the issues that you have? Do they have manpower they can lend you? And I said, do you not see that this is a massive opportunity to build collaboration within your executive team, to a fabulous opportunity for people to understand exactly what it is that your department does? This opened his mind. I said, let me approach this a different way. I said, I have 2 friends and colleagues who have both written books around the concept of executive loneliness. Right? That's written by a friend of mine, Nick Johnson, who himself was struggling as an executive on his own, trying to do everything, and it was costing him dearly. And he was really facing terrible results. And then a friend of his committed suicide. And that friend on the outside was successful, doing everything, but had not reached out for help. And he realized that he needed to reach out for help and to change his life. Now, that's a bit different from losing 4 people on your team, but it is the same thing. It's the ability to ask for help. Another friend and colleague of mine, Andy Lapata, has written a book called Just Ask. And he makes the point that if you've ever done a favor for somebody, if you've ever helped somebody out, how does that make you feel? Well, it makes you feel good, doesn't it, if you've done a favor for somebody else? So if you're not asking for help, you are denying somebody else of that good feeling of helping you. Andy also has had the experience of knowing somebody who didn't ask for help and their business went through terrible times where it didn't have to if they'd reached out and asked for help. From my own perspective in self-leadership, I think that there is strength in vulnerability, in saying, hey, I need help here. Having people you can reach out to and say, yeah, I'm really not coping on this, I'm overwhelmed, can you help? This illusion, and maybe it's whether it's toxic masculinity or I think this is cross-gender. I know women who do not want to show weakness by asking for help. But whatever the cultural or internal framework, the key question here is, how's it working out for you? This is the coaching question that was co-opted by Dr. Phil. If doing what you're doing is not delivering your results, it's time to look at something different. And that's part of coaching. And coaching is help, reaching out for a coach and saying, I need help. I'm not getting where I am in my career. And so as a coach, people are reaching out. And in that first interview, I'm asking them, are you ready to do the work to make the change? Are you ready to accept that you need help? Because if you think you can do it all by yourself, well, then off you go, do it by yourself. And they said, well, I've been doing it by myself and I'm not getting the results. I said, well, now it's time to ask for help, whether that's from me or from somebody else, with a friend or a colleague within your organization. So that was my question for today. How good are you at asking for help? And maybe, just maybe, that's what you need to do right now. I'm Andrew Bryant. I'm a best-selling author on self-leadership. I'm an executive coach. I'm a keynote speaker. And I have many times reached out and asked for help. And I can tell you that every time I have, it has deepened the relationships, deepened my understanding, and accelerated my personal growth. Have a great day.